Hello! In case you forgot, it's Kaze-chan, and welcome to my first full video on YouTube. I can't say I'll be able to do this on a regular basis, too slow for that, but I can say that I do look forward to making more videos, so stay tuned for them, and I hope you look forward for them. For today, I have made an ink drawing that is obviously unfinished, especially because one has a floating head. So I figured, why not I get off my butt and turn it into digital and record it for you, dear pals. I'll show little bits of my drawing process while I can talk about how I came up with these characters that are on this piece today. So I hope you lovely pals get to know them a little better and enjoy this video and my stupidity. Okay, let's get started. Since we're outlining him first, I'll start with one of the protagonists that everyone knows, Tyrone, the man himself. He is a wolf man, and he's a towering giant who is quite intimidating. This guy is going to be Kaze's mysterious guardian that would basically come from nowhere, so we don't really know who he is, besides being a bumming parent that likes to police on everyone's fun, including yours. Tyrone was inspired by my childhood's love for wolves and the name Tyrone. As a kid, I have always wanted a black wolf named Tyrone. And yes, he is a black wolf, not a gray wolf like some people think he is. Me and my twin brother would always tell little made-up stories as kids late at night as we tried not to wake up our parents and get ourselves in trouble. And in every single story of mine, there was a black wolf named Tyrone. Whether a leader, an enemy, an official of the law, anything. He was way too important in all of the stories, but he was spreading way too thin. But when I grew up, I found out that I had the power to make an official place for him in a brand new story. Ever since middle school, he developed into how we see him today, and I'm generally really happy with his design. Before, he actually didn't have any clothes. It was just fur. How charming. But I quickly settled with his main design, which are his plates of armor, his trousers, and his huge forest green scarf cloak. I feel updates are incoming for him, as I find more cool details out there, but I feel satisfied with this so far. Hope you guys do too. I love the angry wolf man so much, with his huge height, his ridiculous build, and his eyebrows, in all its thick, bushy glory. Moving on, we have Quail with the bow and arrow. Quail will be the general of her village's soldiers. She's reliable, tough, and the mother of the adorable Pilvi, and a delight to their home village. You could also call her Tyrone's confidant that challenges his ways of doing things. He's too much of a perfectionist, and his expectations of everyone can be really exhausting. That's where she shows up, and she tones that down. I think having a girl boss is a necessity in anything I make.
Yes, you're a queen.
Quail had a journey to even have a design. In fact, she's actually a replacement of a past friend's character from a long time ago over Miiverse. Miiverse! Of all places, freaking Miiverse! My friend made a Silver Fox character, and she looked so cool. We enjoyed little scenarios of her and Tyrone together. Imagine a world where Tyrone has Riz. They were a couple. You can probably see just how downhill it went. Since I strictly wanted Tyrone to be aromantic, asexual, I didn't see a romantic relationship necessary, but I still wanted a reliable partner for him. I wanted it to be a woman that took charge and can be impactful in her own way, but I just didn't have anything to work with. But then I got inspired by one of my aunts who was understanding, strong, and a wise person, and I finally made a design from that personality, plus 2 traits. And then I had Quail, the head of the soldiers and Tyrone's best buddy. Granted, even if the two have their very specific cups of tea and keep their cool, Tyrone would be so frustrated when she's right. She's not scared of him. Pop off, Quail. And then there's the Andros situation here.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
This is York, after New York. A character that I can't say I have much inspiration for, and I feel really bad about it. York is a very friendly fellow, if it's not obvious already. He is rude and witty, and the bully slash TNT punk that you'd want to stay a city away from. You'll love him. I feel terrible for him because I cut him off. I just couldn't think of something for him. He started as a goblin with lightning-shaped hair and lightning powers. It was a mess. I had forgotten about him for about 8 years. I even forgot I had a name for him.
Wow.
But after a year or two, I decided to put him back in. I redesigned him, and I still didn't like the look. I just thought he looked like a generic goblin. Then I added hair to him, and now he looks like a generic goblin with a mohawk. Peak designing. Woo! I just settled with that for now because character design can change. And as sad as making him was, I have great ideas for him in the plot. I promised I would make it all up to him in the story for the lack of love that he got in the past. I won't spoil much, but main thing is, from the villain to friend trope. I'm going to give this character so much justice and care that was so long overdue, and I am so excited. Okay, let's check out our other protagonist, Kaze. Look at him! That cute little nutcase. That adorable disaster waiting to happen. Kaze is a curious, energetic, and a gremlin that craves for adventure and fun. He tends to get into trouble, but to him, it can't be as bad as getting caught. Kaze is just a wild card that pretty much no one can keep up with. He's the ward of Tyrone, and even he barely keeps Kaze under control.
After 1 hour of trying to put Adam to sleep. Adam, no. Come here.
I hate to call him a self-insert, even if he is kind of a persona, but he's just nothing like me, but more of a kid that we all might have been once. He's also inspired from Mowgli from the Jungle Book, Dorothy from Wizard of Oz, but most of all, Link from The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. I know, I never talk about Wind Waker. No one would ever look at Kaze and compare him to Toon. Okay, but for real though, Wind Waker is my absolute most favorite thing in the whole world, and it plays a huge role into Kaze and this world of mine. I love the idea of such a goofy kiddo that enjoys adventuring, so I applied that to Kaze. It's kind of funny. He was completely different during my Miiverse era. He was just me while puberty and emotions were hitting really hard. Have you ever seen Kaze look serious? I rest my case. So he's at his lovable self now. He got a redesign as well, from this stupid green shirt and black shorts with these massive boots. Now he has boots with a brown piece short sleeve fit and a green short sleeve tunic with a dot in the center that stands for pupil. And to finish off, we have his favorite scarf that he wears around his waist. It once belonged to his mom, which is why it's his favorite. And that's Kaze. And that's all the characters I have for this piece. Hope you guys enjoyed them and are still going strong after all that talk. I'll be moving on to coloring bits, so I'll just let the speed paint take over for some time. And I'll see you afterwards. Alright, see you in a moment. all finished. Tyrone and Quail duking it out with York and his firecracker spree as Kaze tries to hide. I get so happy with these heavy detailed paintings because it feels like I'm properly testing out my skills. Personally, the highlight for this one would be that I've moved on from using just overlay for lighting and used brighter colors to help exaggerate the light hitting the characters. It looks so much better. Alright, well that's all I have for now. Thank you for sticking around for this installment. It was a lot of fun making and sharing this piece with you guys. It means a whole lot to me. We'll hopefully make another one someday. And I hope my awkwardness wasn't deadly. Thanks a ton. Take care.